So there's a couple of things I want to talk about today, and probably the biggest thing, this is probably what I'm going to call the video that I'm going to put in the title, but the main thing I want to talk about is I got a mental evaluation like a week ago. So what happened was I didn't really want to go, but my mum made me, and like I said a few videos ago, like everyone in my family like kind of realizes the state I'm in now. It used to be for the last couple of months that I could like cover it up and hide it, but now like physically if you look at me you can just tell like like it's just over. But yeah, I had to go to this fucking thing, and we showed up, and you have to like buzz in at this little like checkpoint, and it tells you what doctor's going to see you, and I could tell, I don't remember the name, but it was like I knew like straight away it was like a female doctor, so I was like fuck, because the thing is they're not going to understand what your problems are, you know, they don't care, they don't really know. Maybe they care, but they don't know, they don't get it. So I was straight away, I was disappointed. But anyway, I went into the this like waiting area, and I waited for like 15 minutes, and this doctor called me in, and I went in by myself, and she was like, what's the problem? And I basically just told her everything. I was like, I want to kill myself, you know, I hate my life, I'm miserable. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I have no friends, no like significant other of any kind, no girlfriend, no wife or anything like that, no hopes of ever getting one. I don't get along with my family doesn't like me, I have no one, I have no like hope for a better life. And like saying all that, it's so obvious that it's an outside problem, you know, it's nothing wrong with my brain. Like people have said, oh, it's like a chemical imbalance in the brain. Like, no, it's not, it's my life. Anyone who had my life would feel the same way. But whatever, she was talking about like how I'd had like counselling before and shit that I'd had to do through my school, and apparently they had a record of it. And she's like, we want to get you to do that again or whatever. And it's like I say, like counselling's not going to do shit. Like counselling didn't do anything for me. I went like at like hours and hours of that, and it didn't do anything, because it just doesn't make a difference. I know exactly what's wrong with my life. I know the only thing that would ever make me happy is to have a girlfriend, is to have some kind of relationship, or like some human connection, and I'm never going to have that, so I know I'm always going to be miserable. That's it. There's no working around that, you know, it's that simple, it really is. But yeah, she went off and she was like, I need to go to speak to the head doctor or whatever. So she went to talk to this fucking guy who is apparently the most senior doctor in this like practice or whatever. And so she came back a bit later, and she was like, okay, we want to get you to do counselling, we want to get you on like meds and stuff. And I've never done meds before. Let me hold on. I threw this shit in the trash like a few days ago, but let me see. It's sertraline tablets, so if that means anything to anyone, I don't know, maybe one to be taken a day. So I'm meant to take one every day. I haven't taken a single one. I won't. Like I said, I'll throw them away again. I just tossed it in the bin, because I'm not taking them. Because the thing is, like, there's two like possibilities with these pills, right? Either they work, in which case like the best case scenario is they work, in which case like my life is so miserable that the only way I could be happy is if I chemically alter my brain by taking drugs, and then I'm like unaware of my like depressing reality. Like how they like drug up like cows and stuff on like those factory farms to keep them like, I don't know, you know. Or the worst option is it just doesn't do anything, and I just fuck up my brain chemistry for no reason, which is the more realistic option. Because the thing is, like I said, it's not a chemical problem of my brain, it's the world, you know, it's the world around me that's the problem, that's causing this. It's like if you take someone who's just miserable, sometimes counselling and shit, it doesn't work. Having problems that can be solved by counselling and like drugs and stuff is a luxury, you know. Like if your problems can be solved that easily, they're not even that big of a deal. The worst kind of problems are the ones where you know what the solution is, but you just can never get it, right? It's like a man who's going to die of thirst in the desert, you know. Like he knows what he needs. He doesn't need pills to make him feel better. He needs water, and he can't get it, so he's just going to die. And there's nothing else to it. It's just suffering, meaningless suffering, and that's what my life is. It's like I need a human relationship. I need contact. I need some kind of there's no other way to say it. I just need a girlfriend and I can't get one, and that's it, you know. That's it. It's that simple. It really is. I don't see, like, I don't know what's so hard to accept about that for some people, because the thing is, like, that's probably, like, I saw a study that's like 30% of young men are like incel and stuff, and it's like, that's like a third of young men are in the same position, but so many of them cope, you know. So many of them are like, oh no, you know, it's the pills will help me, oh this will help, that'll help, and it's like, just let go, you know, just let go of control of your life. You have no control over your life. You're going to suffer for no reason, basically, and that's it. And that, you know, the sooner you accept that, the better, I think. I've made peace with it. It's what it is. But yeah, anyway, so I was at this doctor's place, and it was a real doctor. She was like it was like doctor whatever, I don't remember her name, but after that she called my mum in, and also I told her like some other things. I was like, I just play video games all day, I'm addicted to video games, I'm addicted to alcohol, I'm addicted to porn. And she was like, we want to get you in touch with like an addiction group, like Alcoholics Anonymous or some shit like that. I thought, like, when I was going, I did think this, I was like, at least it'll make good content for a video, but yeah. But then they called my mum in, and my mum is so fucking stupid. I hate her so much. She comes in and she's like, what's wrong with my son? You know, is he depressed? Is he anxious? Is it his autism? And all this shit. And I just, I don't know. She's so fucking clueless about everything. Like, she thinks she doesn't understand how bad it is. She really doesn't, which is probably for the best. But she was like, she took the medicine or whatever, and she was like, you need to take one of these once a day and stuff. And I, like, straight away when she started talking about it, I didn't want to take them, because I know how it works. You just go in there, like, they have it probably happen all the time. They have like a young guy go in there, says he wants to kill himself, and they just give him some meds, throw some meds at him so he can pay that. That'll pay their paychecks, and then that's it. And they don't work, you know. Like, I know it's anecdotal, but the only times I ever see anyone talk about taking meds on the internet is like people saying it doesn't work, like for depression and stuff. Like, maybe if you're like, I don't know, if you have some actual like mental disorder, then maybe it will help, maybe. But I don't have a mental disorder, you know. Like, I am highly neurotic, but I'm not insane for feeling the way I'm feeling, even though that's the way people will make you feel. People will gaslight you. They'll be like, oh, it's just in your head, bro, it's all in your head. It's not in your head. If you think it's just in your head, if people have told you that, don't listen to them, because they are trying to gaslight you. Don't fall for it. It's not just in your head, it's real, and it's affecting a lot more people than they want you to think. But yeah, anyway, when I got home, I said to my mum, I was like, I'm not taking these. And she was like, oh, well, the doctor said, as if I wasn't there. Like, she started explaining to me again. She was like, oh, you need to take it once a day because it alters your brain chemistry. And I was just like, shut up. I'm getting so sick of my mum, to be honest. I gotta get out of this house. I gotta move out of this fucking town. This is like my hometown. I gotta get the hell out of here. It's not long now. It's July already. I don't know how it's July. It feels like it's just the end of April. But yeah, it's July already. And but that was like the biggest thing of my week. And I'm probably gonna have to do like counselling now and shit and all kinds of stuff, but whatever. I'll make videos about that maybe. Thing is, when I'm going about my day, there's so much stuff I want to talk about. Then when I sit down to record a video, it all just like goes. I don't know. There's things I wanted to talk about. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to talk about. About like how much I hate women. So I said this a while ago. I don't hate women anymore. I don't remember when I said this, but when I back when I was like a smaller channel, I hated on women, and then some people were like, oh, why do you hate on women? You shouldn't. And then I kind of realised, I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I've realised now that human nature is basically universal, and that is distinguished between men and women, right? All women are the same, all women act the same. It's just human nature. Yeah, there's some differences, but really we're all the same, pretty much. And we all act the same. In any situation, we'll all do the same thing, more or less. And women are just opportunistic. They're looking for the best thing they can get, just like anyone else. But I spend probably most, if not all, of my day watching like black pill content. And I see a lot of the times in these videos, it's just like normies talking about the black pill, and they'll be like, well, there might be some truth to it, but it's not completely true. Like, we shouldn't hate on women and stuff. And it's like, as someone who's kind of in the black pill community, I can say like most incels probably don't even hate women, to be honest. Maybe they do, but a lot of them don't. You know, a lot of them don't, and it's kind of frustrating to see that they don't, because they should, given the way they've been treated by people. You see it so often. Like, as a sub 5, like, I noticed this the other day when I was going shopping. This is one of the advantages of being sub 5, honestly. It's like, people will just clear out of your way. No one wants to look at you, no one wants to be near you. Like, you're walking down the thing and people will just like avoid you, you know. If you're walking down the like one of the aisles and someone's coming the other way, they'll step out your way. And it's not because they're polite, it's like they all do it. It's like they're just repulsed by you, you know. And you see it with women too, the way they behave around guys they're interested in versus guys they're not interested in. You see it all the time. I've seen it all the time because it happens to me. And the thing is, the guys who the women are interested in, they don't notice it not happening to anyone else. So then when it comes to them giving advice to some sub 5 guy, they're like, oh, just be confident, bro, just do this, and it's always worked for them. But this is the thing you have to understand about advice, is that everyone's opinion on the world, everyone, when they're given advice, it's shaped by their experiences, right? Their unique experiences. They will never understand what it's like to be you. They never have, they never will. It doesn't matter what happens, they will never know what it's like to be you. So when it comes to them giving advice on this, they're just going to come up to you and be like, oh, be confident, bro, do this, do that. And it might work for them, but it's never going to work for you. And they can never understand. They can never understand, you know that. But I really think women are pretty heartless. I've seen like just terrible behaviour from women. They really are. Yeah, the more you look, the more, you know, you have your eyes open to this stuff, the more you'll see it. That's all I can say. You can see it's like a night and day difference when it comes to women interacting with guys they like versus guys they don't like. I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but it really is like, it's just night and day difference. And I already know what people are going to say. People's responses to this are always so like, it's just NPC responses. It's people going to be like, well, if you talk about women like that, then how do you expect them to date you, bro? Like, I always get the same fucking 5 comments from people about this shit, criticising me. Like, I wish these people would just watch like more than one of my videos just to see me talk about this shit. It's like, I never started out hating women. You know, I was a kid, I was just a normal blue-pilled kid, but I was sub 5, low to normie, I don't know, and women weren't interested in me. So I understood what true female nature was, you know, and then I started hating on women. I'd been rejected like probably over a dozen times before I started to understand. So it's cope to say, oh well, women won't like you if you do that. It's most of the time it's either Chads trying to like justify themselves, or more commonly, much more commonly, it's high tier normies or even like low tier normies, just like sub 5s in denial, just coping their balls off, just like, oh no bro, you need to do this, you need to do that. I've seen it happen so often. You get tired of seeing this shit. I've seen the same shit again and again and again. I'm just fucking bored of it. Like, the Blackpool community is so fucking boring, dude. It's like, buy my face rating, do this, do that. Why don't you gym max? Why don't you wage max? It's like, just like, it's so boring. Like, I don't want to be a part of this shit, you know? Like, all this like stuff about looks maxing and like surgery, like people talking about surgeries and stuff. It's like, you shouldn't need to have fucking surgery done to you to have like the basic things that a human needs to survive, like relationships, you know? It's so brutal. Like, we know that, but I don't know. Like, I just hate the fucking, like, any community, anywhere there's people, to be honest. I just hate people. I really, like, I hate everyone and everything in this world. I'm so full of like anger at this point. Like, I don't know, I'm so fucking sick and tired of seeing, like, everywhere people go, the more people there are that congregate in a space, the more stupidity there is, right? Because, like, think about, I've heard this I don't remember who said this, but think about how smart the average person is, or how not smart they are, and then realise, like, half of the people in the world are dumber than they are. And it's like, when you gather a load of people in one space, they're gonna, like, their stupidity feeds off of each other. And it's just, everyone's talking, everyone's yapping away, talking about some bullshit, and it's like, just fuck off, you know, go away. All this shit, people in the comments, do this, do that, bro, do this. It's like, go away, go away. So the last thing I want to talk about today, this is, I don't know, I don't even know what this video is, but the last thing I want to talk about is like failing at every single thing you try. Now, I have, like, when I look back on my life, I kind of realise I like suck at everything I've ever done. And I have never succeeded at anything ever in my life. Like, in school, I remember when I was like in like the equivalent of elementary school and like middle school, I just never tried. I never paid attention because I thought, what's the point? It just wasn't interesting to me. But then when it came to like high school, I wanted to pay attention, not just for grades, but just because I was like, I wanted to like, I don't know, maybe I got smarter and I wanted to be interested, or I was interested and I wanted to learn about these subjects, but I just never got it, you know. And it's like, you don't realise how dumb you are until you try to do something smart, and then you realise how dumb you are. Like, I got this game recently, I might use it as the gameplay for this video, in fact. This like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know, the one where they like recreated the entire world and you can like fly around in it. And I'm on the tutorial, and I learned the basic one for like this little plane, and I can do it in like an hour, maybe a bit less. I can do it. And then you try and go in the big plane, and I'm trying to watch these YouTube videos that explain it, and I just don't fucking get it. You know, it's like the most basic tutorials trying to explain this shit, and you just don't get it. Like, I don't know if I have a low IQ or what, but like, and everything I've ever tried I failed at. Video games, just even other games I failed at, like multiplayer games I always suck at. Even like, I have like thousands of hours in like Hearts of Iron 4. I have like over 1,000 hours in that. I have like 1,400 hours at this point. I think I still suck at that. There are people who have like 200 hours that are better than me. Like other skills like Japanese, like I've been trying to learn Japanese, I've been trying to learn Russian. I've been doing Japanese for like 3 years now. I've been doing Russian for like 2 years, more like close to like 4 years and 3 years respectively, and I still like can't really speak that very well. I've been trying to study history for ages. I still suck at that. Like, I just fail at everything I ever fucking do, you know. Like, I remember a while ago people were telling me, oh, you need to learn to drive, and I'm probably going to learn to drive before I go to university. So over the summer, what's left of it, I might try and learn to drive. But the thing is, I know I'm probably going to suck at that. I'm going to fail. I remember I learned to read so much later than everyone else in my class. I remember I was so bad that like I got taken out of class and stuff to do special lessons with this teacher, and like years after everyone else was so much better than me. And at our school we had this system where we had books that were like color coded. I don't know if all schools do this, and as you read more you'd go up in colours, and as the colours went on, like different colours represented different like reading levels, so like different colours would be more difficult. And I remember there were kids that were on like red and stuff, which was like the hardest one, and they were already finished, and meanwhile I hadn't even learned to read, you know. Yeah, I don't know, like I learnt telling the time. I could never tell the time. I still don't know shit. Like, I don't know the alphabet, I don't know the order of the months, I don't know shit like that, and people think I'm joking when I tell them that shit. I'm serious. Like, I don't know, like I can't do any practical skills, I can't do anything, you know. I just can't do it. Like every single thing I've ever done I failed at the end of the day. That's it. Like, even this channel is probably a failure, because there are people who could have started this channel and like at the same time I did, and they'd already be at like 1,000 subscribers. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, like, my channel like isn't very good. I know my videos aren't very good. There are people who could probably make them much better. I don't know why people are watching mine, not theirs, because I see other people make videos that are so much better than mine, you know. But it is what it is. It's just, life is not fair. Life is not fucking fair. But I know, because I've made like Instagram like meme pages and stuff in the past, like years ago, you know, I made these pages, and I'd make all my memes myself. Like, they were all like original, and I'd put so much effort into them. I'd post regularly and stuff, and it's like I'd see other people make other just shit posts, and they'd get like thousands of followers within days and stuff, and I would just constantly be stuck at like 500 followers, 600, whatever, you know. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it.